Good morning, YouTube, and welcome back. For those of you that are new here, my name is Ashley Diane. I'm a 39-year-old mother of two, full-time teacher, and competitive bodybuilder with the Canadian Physique Alliance. Today is Saturday, February 21st, and it marks 7 weeks out from my fit model competition. I did my check-ins this morning. As you will see, my house is a complete mess. I am under some crazy, serious home renovations. The other day, we ripped up our floors. So now we have a mix of old hardwood that the prior owners put laminate on top of, subfloor, and just, it's a mess. So my check-ins, I had to be extra careful to not step on cracks and hurt myself or wreck my heels. But yeah, and I don't know. Today's check-ins were not my most favorite. Mentally, it kind of got to me. I feel like the lighting with my ring light isn't as good either, as I felt a bit like there was shadowing and it looked dark. My weight's up a bit, 131.2 today. So it's been up and down a little bit. Since December, we've been kind of maintaining my weight, and it's fluctuated anywhere from 128 to 131. So up or down, up to 3 pounds, more or less. I know that when I hit 128, I personally liked the look because I looked lean, and I like the lean look, but my coach doesn't particularly like that. I think she is worried I would be too lean at that weight. So we've continually been upping my food and reducing cardio. So I'm eating more like 2,000 calories a day at this moment with one cheat meal a day. And she told me today to drop my cardio. So I am down another 5 minutes. So that puts me at 10 minutes of cardio 3 days a week. So very, very little cardio. At that point, I really don't think cardio is doing anything. Maybe just getting in some steps and potentially helping with digestion. I'm not too sure. But yeah, I was honest with my coach today about how I'm feeling mentally. Just kind of feeling down. I was sick all last week. I'm still not 100%. And then the state of my house, mentally, it's kind of getting to me. You know, your house is supposed to be like your sanctuary and where you feel at peace after a long day. My house doesn't give that feeling to me at the moment. As you can see, it is a mess, but it's okay. I need to tell myself, the renovations we're doing, I am really excited for it, and it's going to look incredible. And at this current state, my house is as ugly as it will ever look, and it's only going to get better from here. So I am excited for the home renovations and seeing improvements with that. And then the other thing too is next week is the first ever Fit Model Pro show. It's quite a big deal if you follow the world of Fit Model. There are well over 40 Fit Model pros who are traveling to Japan for this competition. And I've been following most of them. And I can't help but compare my physique to how they look. And it kind of gets to you. So actually, it was funny. I told my boyfriend that yesterday, and he's like, well, you look the best from everyone at our gym. And I'm like, well, I'm not competing with people at the gym. None of them are competing. So that's not my competition, and it's just a mental thing. I feel like I look good for an average everyday person, but I just want to look that much better and be top of my game and be super competitive. And I'm comparing, I don't know who I'm competing with, so I can't compare my physique to my fellow competitors. Instead, I'm comparing myself to pros who are in peak week. And my coach, Aaron, kind of made light of that, of Ashley, let's be realistic here. You're 7 weeks out. Right now, the goal is to maintain and kind of build. It's not to get you lean. And you respond very quickly when we put in protocols to lean you out. So get out of your head. And what she did instead is reduce cardio. And she's like, hey, on training days, up your carbs another 25 grams, however you want. So the other thing she did say, I've been eating beef and pasta actually every day. We were going to cut it out at 6 weeks out from show and just kind of clean up my diet a bit. But with how I'm looking today, she's like, let's keep beef in until 4 weeks out. So I'm okay with that. I do actually enjoy my beef meal a lot. I am probably going to switch from beef and pasta to beef and rice. I think I have about like 4 beef and pasta meals left in my freezer. And I think after that, I just want to switch to rice. Again, nothing wrong with the pasta, but for me, just kind of want to clean up my diet, and just rice digests very, very well. And I also think maybe I kind of just need a change, but I don't know. Sorry for this rant. Prep is really a mind game, more so than physical. Like, especially kind of coasting and being ready so far out from show, it really gets to you mentally. And I think the other thing as well is, like, I've literally been nearly the same weight and the same look for like 3 months. So in my head, it's getting to me that, like, this is what normal Ashley looks like. This isn't what competition prep Ashley looks like. So that's getting to me of just, doubting myself that I don't look good enough. But it is what it is. It's a mind battle. And you know what? I think also it's just a culmination of things, like being sick, the home renos, even winter. Like, Canada sucks. I am not a winter person. And now that it's like nearing the end of February, it's been really long winter. Like, winter started in November. So like November, December, January, February. It's like 4 months of winter, super cold, so much snow. It's like, whoa, it's overcast. It's just a whole bunch of stuff. But I am excited for what's to come. I'm going to stay in my lane. This week is going to be an exciting week. There's some stuff planned. I'm not going to spill the beans. And then on the next weekend, I'm really excited because I am picking out my suit, getting sized for my suit. And I have a really special photo shoot to commemorate my 40th birthday, which is just a few weeks away. So when I'm feeling a bit down, I'm going to remind myself of those things just to kind of be more excited and to look forward to what's to come. But yeah, you can't always feel amazing, and mentally, life and just prep is, a roller coaster at times, but it's going to be okay. And it is what it is. But anyways, I am off to town. I have a pedicure booked. Haven't done one of those in a while, but seeing how I have a photo shoot next Saturday, I thought, why not go for a pedicure? So I'm going to get my pedicure. Then I'm going to work. Fortunately, it's a shorter shift at the restaurant today, just a 3-hour shift. Cause again, still don't feel 100%. And I'm glad it's short so that, I can spend more this weekend just kind of resting and getting back to health. But after work, I'm going to hit up the gym. It's an upper day, my favorite day to train because it only comes once every 2 weeks. So hit the gym, get my little upper pump, and then come home, look at the disaster. I think my boyfriend has some plans for today of like tearing up the remainder of the floor that needs to be teared up and then laying some new subfloor. And I think that's the progress I will see today. But yeah, do all my stuff, pedicure, work, gym, and then come home and meal prep. That is the plan for today. And I shall take you along. Hi, YouTube. Today is Monday, February the 23rd. Last I left off was Saturday, a very busy day between my pedicure, going to work, getting a good session at the gym. Yesterday on Sunday, I went to a hot mat Pilates. Got super sweaty. It was a great session, but very, very, very sweaty. Then I trained lower body and came home. I did actually lie to you on Saturday when I was talking about my house renovations, and I said that my house is as ugly as it will ever look. Well, when I came home on Saturday, it was worse. There's a little clip. My boyfriend took up more of the subfloor from before. Pretty much I could see the basement in a few spots. It was necessary because some of the floorboards were not in the best shape. They were like mix match pieces, and the old laminate, there was parts where there was like bulges in the floor. So he needed to do that to make it level. But oh my goodness, I came home and it was awful. The amount of dust I was not prepared for. And I don't think he was either. We should have prepared the house better, especially the kitchen. Because when I came home, I had to wipe down the stove before I could cook my meat. I did put a lid on it because it was bad. But when I was done cooking, there was more dust on the stove. And Saturday night, I felt overwhelmed. I'm like, when is this dust ever going to be done? Like, I feel like I'm going to be cleaning dust for the rest of my life. So it was a lot. It was overwhelming. Fortunately, he continued to work really hard yesterday. He didn't go to the gym. And this is what it's looking like now. So much better. And hopefully this week we will start to see some progress with my new laminate. So I will keep you posted on that. But I am done work early because I have something exciting today. My son is in grade 8, and at his school they do public speaking. They do speeches. And the top 2 in every class from grade 4 to grade 8 compete at the gym, and then the best 2 go on and compete with other schools. My son has wanted to make it to the gym for his speech since grade 4, and he finally did it. So his speech made it to the gym, and I'm going to go and watch him today. I'm honestly so proud of him. He's 13, and his speech topic was mental health. And he talks about his own personal struggle, as everyone has struggles with mental health from time to time. But for him to be 13 and to be vulnerable and to talk about that, I'm honestly really, really proud of him and the young man he's becoming. So I am off this afternoon. I couldn't miss it. You know, like in the grand scheme of things, these are the moments that matter the most in life. And I'm just so excited I can be there for him and to celebrate this accomplishment he made of going to the gym. Afterwards, we're going to go for a little coffee date, which I am excited for because I rarely get that opportunity with my son. I do a lot of one-on-one time with my daughter because she's smaller, but she's 9 and she's too little to stay home on her own just yet. So I rarely get time to have just one-on-one with my son. But the speeches should be done around lunchtime, and then I can go and take him out for coffee, and we'll be back before my daughter's done school. So that is the plan for today, and I'm so excited, and I'm going to take you along.
No matter how hard life gets, every choice you make, every kind word you share adds a little light to the world. So if you don't remember anything from my speech today, try to remember this. Your words matter. Your kindness matters. And every single person here has a flame that is worth protecting.
Hi, YouTube. Today is Wednesday, February the 25th. I'm on my lunch break in the car, going to eat my lunch, but I thought I'd just kind of update you on a couple exciting things that have happened since I last touched base. So after my son did his speech, we went out and had a little mother-son date. We went and had coffee, and then we walked along the lake. Pretty cold, but it was a nice time to have with him. And as we were driving home, I got an email from his teacher, and my son got second in the speech competition. So now he's advanced to the next level, and he'll be competing tonight at the Legion with local area schools. So I'm so excited. I'm just so proud of him. When I got the message from his teacher, he was sitting beside me, and I just had a moment, not gonna lie, some waterworks came over me, and just telling him how proud I am of him. It's hard to see our kids grow up, but seeing the man he's becoming, and I just honestly couldn't be more proud of him. And he was like, "Mom, are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just so proud of you, and I just love you so much." But anyways, today we are going to go to the Legion this evening and watch the next level of competition. He's just happy that he got this far. It exceeded his expectations, as he really just wanted to make it to the gym, which he did. And now he's advanced, and I'm just so proud of him. A couple other updates. My house is finally getting better. So here is what it's looking this morning. So the last couple days, my boyfriend's been working hard to put in the new laminate floor. The first day in a bit was quite a bit of work and not much progression. This particular type of laminate was giving him a really difficult time, as there's a very certain way you have to have the pieces interlock and connect. And it took him about 10 hours to figure out what the trick is. Unfortunately, they don't make it easy for you, but we're getting there, and I'm honestly so happy with how it's looking. We still have a long ways to go with making the house the way I want it to be, but the floor should hopefully be done in the next day or so, and then we'll move on to trim, and hopefully my fireplace will come in so we can add that to the renos. And I just can't wait for the day that, on a Saturday morning, we can be having our coffee, sitting on the couch, and just enjoying what has become of the house. So it'll be a ways away, but it is coming. And the other thing to update you, so my coach Erin got back to me yesterday with regards to my check-ins. She did a side-by-side comparison of my back pose, my glutes, from 2 weeks ago, and then Saturday. Clearly, you can see the one that was Saturday, as the background of my house is under demolition. But she wants me to reduce my cardio by 1 day a week. So now I'm down to 2 cardio sessions that are only 10 minutes a week each. So 20 minutes of cardio total, as she doesn't want us to get too lean and too conditioned. So I guess it's not a bad place to be that I am now 6.5 weeks out doing a total of 20 minutes of cardio a week. But that's a new update. So I thought I would just fill you in with what's new, and I'll catch you in the next clip. Hi YouTube, today is Thursday, February 26th. I did not get any video footage from the Legion yesterday. Unfortunately, before anyone presented their speech, they told us that no video or photos were allowed, and if we took any, points would be deducted from the presenters. So clearly I did not want to be the mom to harm my child and deduct points from him. So I didn't film anything, but my son did a fantastic job. I feel he did better yesterday doing his speech at the Legion than he did at the school. And I was just really proud of him. At the Legion yesterday, they had 2 different schools present their speeches. So 4 students total in his category. So intermediate, grades 7 to grade 9. He did not get first place, and only first place advanced to the next level. But they said he's going to get a certificate and then a little bit of prize money. So I'm really proud of him. I can't wait to get the certificate, and I'm going to show you when I do, but definitely very proud of him. And after he said his speech, quite a few people came up and just thanked him for that message. One man said he was a guidance counselor for 30 years and was really moved by his speech. For a 13-year-old to talk about mental health was just really well done. So I'm just really proud of him. And just another thing, since this vlog seemed to be about my son a bit this week, the other day on Tuesday when I was at the gym, I came home and he shared this picture he made with me, a diagram of an amphibious robot he wants to build, which I know he will likely build because that's just the way he is. But he had a question about its design and he took the initiative to look up NASA's email and just email NASA his question. I'm like, what kid just emails NASA when they have a question? So my son is really unique. And I honestly just adore him and think the world of him. And it really is such an honor to watch him grow up and become this incredible young man. But anyways, enough about that. I did do a little bit of posing yesterday. So funny enough, I have noticed that I do not look as good with my new floors because color of the floors is very similar to my skin color and there's less of a contrast. So didn't think about that when I did my floors. I told my boyfriend and he joked about let's rip up the floors and change the color. Not going to do that. I may eventually change where in my house I do check-ins because not all of the floors have changed to that color. But I will probably do posing in the living room as there is more space to practice walking. But it is what it is. And I am really happy with the shape. So with the extra food and just being more diligent with my plan, my training, I really like where my physique is at. I especially like the back pose. I feel like my glutes are full and they're round and I still have a little bit of lines at the bottom, but not the bikini separation between your hamstrings and glutes. So I'm really happy with how we're progressing and 6.5 weeks to go. I am so excited and I just can't wait. But I feel like this vlog has been long enough and I am going to wrap it up and catch you next week. But thank you for following along. Thank you for watching my long vlog this week and, being patient as I shared about other aspects of my life apart from bodybuilding, my house renos, my son and his accomplishments. So I do thank you for the support. Please like and subscribe and I'll catch you next week.